Good morning, fellow Ambazonians.
Make we thank God for we were there alive. People don't die finish.
Today, na number 15 day for the month of September 2021. My name na Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, aka Sense Past King. This episode of my daily podcast is titled The Cancer Within the Lungs. The cancer within the lungs, nothing way if you kiwi, if we no move them early. This cancer what they talk, now this idea, say Ambazonia, then get a government. Our people they wonder why there are so much division, why people they never come around for stand up for one thing. If all we fight now for the same thing. Now the question where they get them for our people them many times. The biggest problem we'll get them now the whole ideology behind the IG, a group where it call itself saying a government. Make gonna understand one thing. For create something like a government structure, even within a revolution, it no be bad thing. But the problem now for create something where it one pretending a government within a revolution. Where to be the difference for these two? There is a difference between government of a state and government for a state. The two different activities. Government of a state, it means say na a government for a country where it get sovereignty, where that government it exercise the sovereign power of that state legitimately. In that case, it is like a government. That is a true government or a contemporary government. A government not the only authority where they exercise that sovereignty legitimately. It get the ultimate power. A government of a state, not true government, like the one who was saying a government. Now he only be the only authority where if he speak on behalf of that state, this type of government, not true government. This government it be legitimate, now he be recognized as the sovereign authority over that state. The second one, na government for a state. Government for a state, that means say an organization, if you create a standby government or a nursery of a government in waiting, so that when the state it be formed, that government it will take over the state, maybe temporarily or maybe permanently, for design the constitution and for help for run affair for the state. We don't see plenty government the way they don't form them around the world. Some want them they prepare themselves for a government. This one is already bad. That means a country they set up a system or a political arrangement in view for the independence of a state or to take over a state. Some people and some organization and they even party and they don't win election. Before they win election, they already start set up a government. This type of government, now government for a state. That government not be government of the state. There is a two big difference. For say you be a government of a state, that means say you already get the sovereign power of an independent country. You already get access to the resources, and the world it recognize you as a power where if you provide a legal tender such as money for that country, if you provide a passport where you will be recognized by the international system. Make we not deceive ourselves, say if we get government of a state because we never yet get our independence. Right now, no group or faction no fit claim for be the exclusive voice of the state because no group, no faction, it never get the sovereign power over that state. Now madness if a group if he say now only he get power for talk for Southern Cameroon on behalf of Southern Cameroon. No. International law where it is recognized not just the natural thing where it guarantee right of political association and political participation for all people for this war. That means say every Southern Cameroonian get right for create a group for speak for the interest for the territory according to the member them for that group where them belong for Southern Cameroon, until we can get a government where it will be a government of the state where it will get the sovereign power. Then that government now it go fit stand talking only one if it talk. So long as it never happen for anybody for FISA who already get a government, that person he did like a delusional. Now why don't I see Sako it is right later for the whole war. They talk say they're supposed to talk not only for ye, not only the big government. I don't know if they are just ignorant or they just be stupid of this fact, or they really believe their own lie, say them be a government. But now the biggest problem that will get them. Now why that one I see say they make stupid decision after stupid decision where they kill we. Make gonna listen for Honorable Wirba where we talk about the same thing that way we did for UK.
You did not set your foundation on truth. I was talking to some of our comrades the other day, and I was asking them a straight, simple question. Because you are super intelligent, because you know everything, you decided to reverse the laws of science, physics, and art by deciding to begin the construction of a house from the roof. By forming something called a government, you had already decided that you will build the roof before you start setting the foundation. All of what is happening out here in the diaspora, all of this fighting that's going on, all of this rotten politics that will take us nowhere, it is the weight of that roof that people are carrying on their heads and don't know where to throw it. They are now scratching the earth with their feet to set the foundation. It will crush you.
It will crush you. Now, sir, Honorable Wirba talk about people where they can build something where they feel say na government. The worst part now say the people them actually believe say them being a government. When I listen.
Do this. You have a freedom struggle for which people are dying in their thousands, and you are crowning and pretending. Every pretender is a loser. Go to history. You people are fighting over kingship. They take your brother and put up there. Then you now run to the next village and say the king is here. It is a lie. It is a lie.
It is a lie. It is all a lie. And this is the problem we have. That's why you see the IG group that they do spend all their time for fight for proof say ADF and they exist. They don't ban all the other groups. They ask general they meet and kill general. The recent one, Phil Masha, he asked them and kill Sagat, one of the biggest general them for Fako. If they kill the Sagat as he talk, Usa will go. How many general the way they don't talk me then kill them? Because they are believing in a lie. Just recently in university, you don't hear commando, you don't talk say, you don't commodity for the IG, you know they again under the IG. He go make we for ask him say, but how you feel do talk say you don't come out for government? If not government, you be been at the army for government. Now you the talk say you won't come out. Army need to come out for government. You come out, you go for outside, you go fight for outside. Now for show you say that thing will not be the call and say na government a lie. Because if na government, you know if you talk say you don't come out for government, you go come out go for outside. They go kill you. If army come out say you don't leave army, they go catch you, lock them. So the whole idea be na a lie. It need to work. Today we don't hear na Sagat it wake up asking for Fee Masha saying na who be appoint you Fee Masha. Yes, because if you be na Fee Masha way na government you be appoint you where you get the constitutional power You go fit talk because you pay some person the salary. But you feel marshal you because you want fire other general them. Now you be buy them gun. Now you be send them in fight. Do you get any contract with them? These are group where they form themselves. When the one come over them. So when been a government, they try to exercise power where when no get them. It make all we look stupid. Sako and Chris Ano they write letter they send for Nigeria newspaper them. For talk for newspaper and say there is no alliance between Biafra and Ambazonia. How stupid it be? There is an alliance being led by Dr. Cho Ayaba and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is reality. You cannot say it does not exist because you are not involved or you did not approve because you think that you are a government. You are not. The alliance is going forward. The people are coming together every day. You can see them. They are being led. It is because the people have the right. Everybody have a right to create a group. But to what extent you can be influential, that is what matters in terms of the action towards our liberation. So you can create groups based on their activity towards independence and say this one is more influential. There are groups who can come out and say something, it will have more influence over other groups. But when you claim that you are a government, you start acting contrary to what will make us to win. Because you want to show people that you are government, you want to show the other groups that they don't exist. And you'll be killing the struggle without knowing. Seseko be create that government, be sabi say some person go come take them, begin use the illegal power against you. If you create government, where it like CEO, as they always talk this one will be criticism, not just analysis. It like they don't hire you like a manager, the board of the shareholder them for company, because na say we be the constituent member of SCACUF, when are the nationalist movements plus the consortium, then decide to create an executive position, a governing council, for me begin run the affairs on behalf of the nationalist movement. It did like a shareholder, they don't decide to make you a manager. Then you, the manager, can talk, say, you know one you shareholder again, you dismiss all of them. For run the company now, this is your company. And now another manager can come take them. He move you also. He create his own law that he go. Just like how you to be create your own law that he go. Badness, bad faith, beget another bad faith. Now the thing we would suffer today for ground zero. Because one person feels say na he be government. Even though he no be government, but he believe him. And the kiwi, he go. Now the cancer, where he chop Ambazonia. The idea is some person feels say he be government. And they try to act like a government. We see lies after lies every day. Murder after murder every day. Even now we will struggle for liberate our country. Their greatest fear na say another group it could be dominant, it could go lead negotiation. So they go better prefer for go for negotiation table. So that make it not be saying another person if he lead them. Instead for fight for liberate, they fight now for negotiate. Their own fight na say me then go for negotiation table. Because the one being the first man for wrong goes she don't for this and me around first go day. Like Honorable Wirba talk, this idea for a government now for carry for build zinc roof before you build foundation. And see talk you go crush any man way they under. It don't crush all talents them all this year. Even our own hero, person where we start this struggle like a papa, Seseko. That IG, it don't crush he. Place where they for day today now because of that IG. If he be get the nationalist movement, the way they be give you advice for managing like shareholder, the manager. They for don't give you correct advice because they be already the one with the danger. Say after declaration of independence, if you should down for Nigeria, they will catch you. But he no be the year because he be believe say he be government. Now the shareholder they be supposed to can work under he according to he. The same thing with those who they become under, say them being a country head for can replace the constituent member. They not be competent enough for guide Seseko or for even call it to book or for call Milan or any of the executive branch because they are weak. They are not qualified. They become for the through illegal means. They don't move the country head and now Sakodan come his own now. He go begin create their own LGA and county. Put your own people for day. When they see the people then too, they cry every day. Hey, corruption, Sakodan do they not feel control. How you go feel control person where he put you for day illegally? He did a man will pay in nam. He get bribe. Go be na administration for la republic. The talks you want fight, you want challenge poor beer. How you feel to challenge you? You are not competent. Any man way there for inside this struggle for the IG, they don't give you some position. No say you are working on a faulty foundation and you cannot function. That is why una they get problem every day. Now why una general they cry every day. Now why they tell una key generals or una go key another one. They talk una lock down unnecessarily. Even mafia them for La Republic they don't begin use una. Agent them for La Republic they don't begin use una because una don't become a loophole for this revolution. Any man way there for insider team say IG. When assessed by now, when I know say enough work, nothing will be set up for Kiwi or now only corny people them people they no be straight, they feed remain for inside that thing. If commando of all people feel talk say no they under the IG, then make una shine una eye una come out for they abandon that thing. All man be done played with say me come out denounce them, talk say na mistake will be make them. Me put them for a correct place so that me all man the place they. We know if they fight against one ills, then they create another one. If the fight tell La Republic, you can't take over our country without any mandate, without any union treaty, then we would want to create a government over our own country without any mandate from the people. We want to go create a mandate by ourselves. I'll be there for the fourth conclave when we create that IG. There was no delegate from Ground Zero. There was no constituent member that represent the Southern Cameroon. It was a diaspora things. As a matter of fact, Siseko said on the floor, it is his children. He has called his children to come and do his things. And any other group should go and do their own. That's what he said on the floor of the fourth conclave. My weakness, now everybody wait be day for day. So it's time for us to come to our senses and realize that this IG is the cancer of this revolution. It is the one generating all the inside attacks and inside problem. We have to denounce it and everybody way they inside there. If we love Southern Cameroon, we come out. Because now this thing, it delay we will not win this struggle. Now they give hope for Mr. Paul Biya say somehow we can't get compromise. We time for even reach the negotiation table, it never even be. They already run, they go make backdoor deals. Because now for them, now more of their position as an IG, the dominance force. No be safe for be dominant now a bad thing. But when you do want to be dominant just for dominance sake, or for outsmart the other factions them, for the sole purpose, for be a government, then every other thing we're going to do may go be tainted. May God help we, as our people of Ground Zero, go to go about their day-to-day business, or their own general them. I think the last general for Manu also, he don't come out and talk say there is no ghost town, there is no lockdown. Make a play audio.
Good evening, house. I say.
Now 001 of Manu.
These boys them so do not general they wanna get up for the ground so they used to reason all they know get sense. Some of them never even go to school because of nonsense with this. Some of them they even regret why we even got join this thing because not sure people just go come just put ghost town. They put ghost town because of what say till 2nd of October. Ambazonia they get independent on the 1st of October. They put ghost town till 2nd of October. Which day I was celebrating our own day. See, I beg if you see na the diaspora people now, na too dull. That forget that nonsense. That one nonsense they make us so. Because even I no pack fine, all we the journalists for Mafi, we go decide all una when is any person if send any audio for exam say ghost town day, may no say we go for your family. Your family will give you the money. We go use them for this ghost town. Your family will give you the money. Where you go feed for this ghost town. Your family will give you the money. We go buy materials for fight for this ghost town. Now the end if you don't know what I do for them, that's why my country now so. We should nonsense with this one. Now you come say ghost town away.
So now the IG, their general that from Manu, now they talk. So now see how stupid they make the whole thing be. We must abandon them. All my way there for day, abandon them. Not there for day to complain again. Because no matter which way you do them, It did like in those days where water pocket they keep drinking water for pocket, as Diggy Masi talk. If rat can't fall for inside the water, there is no way you go move that rat drink the water. The right thing now for throw away all the water, clean the bucket, carry new one. Make the whole thing stop. Say IG. Any man wait for they may come out. When I form on our own different group, if the groups they need to come together for one purpose, they could come. Now only the IG E1, the dynamic people they no come from the beginning. Now the IG E1. So I go 11 for the me all man go out today. When I go do a business, some people they call they talk say they fear. Now they want use na terror. How now do you use terror over our own people? So there is no ghost town. Make people then come out, carry on their day-to-day life. Now sickness, this will must overcome them. Now cancer will must operate and move them. So that we survive as a people and if we make this journey maybe short. God bless you now.